Forest faithful, we've got massive news that's about to shake up everything you thought you knew about our clash with Crystal Palace this Sunday. The UEFA drama that handed us that Europa League spot just got a whole lot more personal, and Nuno's reaction will absolutely blow your mind. This isn't just about football politics anymore. This is about respect, class, and how our gaffer is handling one of the most controversial situations in recent Forest history. The City ground is buzzing, and what Nuno did behind the scenes shows exactly why he's the right man to lead our Reds. If you're a true Forest fan, stay until the end, hit that like button and subscribe. Because what our manager said to Oliver Glasner will give you goosebumps and prove why we should be proud of how Forest are handling this explosive situation. Right. Forest fans, let's dive into this absolute bombshell. So we all know the story by now. Crystal Palace got booted from the Europa League because of UEFA's multi-club ownership rules. And guess who stepped right into their spot? That's right, our Nottingham Forest. But here's where it gets juicy. And this is why I absolutely love Nuno Espírito Santo as our gaffer. While everyone's been pointing fingers and creating this whole narrative about Forest being the villains in this UEFA mess, our manager did something that shows pure class. He actually reached out to Oliver Glasner, Palace's manager, to have a proper conversation about the whole situation. Can you believe that? In a world where football is all about mind games and bitter rivalries, Nuno showed genuine humanity. The Shut Up and Show More Football podcast, Nuno revealed exactly what he told Glasner, and honestly, it gave me chills. He said, "The narrative that is being built is not the truth. We are not to blame. We have sympathy for the fans of Palace, extreme sympathy for their players and coaching staff, especially Oliver." And I told him, "But please, don't put Forest as the bad guy, because we are not." Forest fans, what do you think about this approach? Are you proud of how our manager is handling this drama? Let us know in the comments. We're reading them all. This is leadership, people. This is exactly why Nuno is the perfect man to take us forward. He's not getting caught up in the politics or the finger pointing. He's keeping his focus on what matters. Our team, our performance, and doing things the right way. The man understands that football is bigger than petty squabbles, and he's showing Crystal Palace the respect they deserve while also defending our club's reputation. But here's where it gets even more interesting for Sunday's massive clash at Selhurst Park. While we're sitting pretty with our Europa League spot and a nice, clean week of preparation, Palace are dealing with the consequences of their UEFA punishment right now. They've got a Conference League qualifier against Fredrikstad FK of Norway this week, which means Glasner's squad is already feeling the strain of European competition before they even face us. Now, Fredrikstad might not be Barcelona, but any midweek game adds complications, doesn't it? Extra travel, rotation headaches, potential injuries, and most importantly, less time to prepare specifically for our visit to South London. Meanwhile, our boys have had a full week to work on tactics. Rest up and get ready to show Palace exactly what they're missing in the Europa League. Do you think this gives us a crucial advantage going into Sunday? Tell us your thoughts below and join the discussion. And if that wasn't enough drama for Palace, they're also dealing with losing their star player. Eberechi Eze is reportedly close to completing his move to Arsenal, which is absolutely massive for their squad dynamics. Losing your best creative player right before facing a Forest side that's been busy strengthening all summer, that's got to hurt. Speaking of strengthening, while Palace are losing players and dealing with European distractions, we've been quietly building something special. Nuno mentioned his early concerns about the squad depth, but those recent signings have completely changed the landscape. We're not just making up the numbers in Europe. We're building a team that can compete on multiple fronts. The beautiful irony in all of this is that while the Palace faithful might be directing their frustrations toward us, their own club's ownership issues are what created this mess in the first place. And credit to Nuno for not letting Forest get dragged into a war of words. He's keeping it classy while making sure everyone knows we didn't ask for this situation. We're just making the most of the opportunity we've been given. What really gets me excited about Sunday's game is the atmosphere this is going to create. You know, Selhurst Park is going to be absolutely electric, with Palace fans fired up about the whole UEFA situation. But here's the thing, our away support has been phenomenal, and knowing that we're representing Forest in Europe again is going to give our travelling faithful that extra bit of passion and pride. Forest fans, do you think this whole situation actually motivates our players even more? Are you buzzing about showing Palace what they're missing? Comment below, because we want to hear your predictions for Sunday. This is exactly the kind of test that shows what a team is made of. Going to a hostile Selhurst Park, facing a Palace side that feels hard done by, and proving that we deserve our Europa League spot, not because of politics or technicalities, but because we're simply the better team on the pitch. That's the Forest way. And that's why I'm confident we can go there and get a result. The fact that Nuno handled this situation with such class just proves we've got the right man leading us into this exciting new chapter. He's not getting distracted by the noise, he's not playing the victim, and he's certainly not letting anyone paint Forest as the villains in this story. He's keeping everyone focused on what we can control, our performances, our attitude, and our commitment to doing Forest proud. So there you have it, Forest faithful. While everyone else is getting caught up in the drama and the politics, our manager is showing exactly why he's the perfect fit for this club. Respectful, focused, and absolutely determined to prove that Nottingham Forest belongs back among Europe's elite. What an absolute legend we have in charge, and what a perfect way to show that Forest are back where we belong, not just in Europe, but as a club that does things the right way. Sunday can't come soon enough, and I have a feeling our boys are going to make us all incredibly proud at Selhurst Park. That's all for today's update, Forest fans. If this got you as excited as it got me, smash that like button, subscribe for all the latest Forest news, and ring that notification bell because you won't want to miss a single update as we embark on this incredible European journey. Up the Reds, and we'll see you in the next one.